And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Cherry Field in Tucson, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage in the 2014 Christmas Memorial Cherry Field Classic. And we're underway in a pool game. And this is Pool C. And it features Flowing Wells from Tucson, Arizona, and Ralston Valley from Colorado. And a fly ball hit well out to right field, but caught. And that's the first out of the ball game. Tyler Stiltner, the leadoff hitter for Flowing Wells. He's their center fielder. And that'll bring up the shortstop for Flowing Wells, Cruz Antonio Villegas. Bear with us here as we get sort of settled in. We got the lineups. In fact, they're not even in the scorebook at this point. Just got them as the meeting at the home plate area got finished up. So take us just a bit to get things going here as that pitch is over for a strike. And the 0-2. That one just misses off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jake Griffith, the starting pitcher for Ralston Valley. There's a swing and a miss, and Antonio Villegas out on strikes, 2 away in the inning. So Stiltner, the leadoff hitter. Antonio Villegas bats second. This is Alex Gordon, the first baseman. And he takes a strike. Trevor Boggy, the right fielder, bats fourth. Gabe Zavala is the starting pitcher for Flowing Wells. He hits in the 5th spot. Jordan Ziegler will play second base and bats 6th. Cameron Slade, the DH, bats 7th as on pitches a strike. Jose Bracamonte, the catcher, is 8th. And Nathan Sires bats 9th and plays third base for the Caballeros. The 0-2 is high, a fastball, 1-2. And a ball fouled out of play. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the first inning. Flowing Wells came into the tournament 0-10. But got a win earlier today against Salem Academy, another team in the pool out of Oregon. And a fly ball, that's hit well out to left center field. And that leaves the yard. A solo home run off the bat of Alex Gordon. And Flowing Wells has a run in the top of the first. Alex Gordon, a freshman, hitting in the 3-hole for Flowing Wells, and he hits a solo home run. Now Trevor Boggy, the right fielder. First pitch over for a strike. And the next one fouled to the backstop, and it's 0-2. Pitch fouled off. Couple balls, 2 strikes on the Flowing Wells right fielder. And he takes a called third strike, and I think he knew it. He'll head to the dugout, but the Caballeros on the board. A solo home run from Alex Gordon. And after a half inning of play, it's Flowing Wells 1 and Ralston Valley coming up. Jacob Gallegos leads it off for Ralston Valley in the bottom of the first. And going after the first one, hits that ball out to left field. That's going to go up to the fence. And it'll be a leadoff double to start the home half of the first inning. Ralston Valley 2-0 coming in to play. 2-0 on the season. A couple of games up in Colorado before they made the trip down. And now here's Connor Roth, the shortstop. And he fouls this one back and out of play. Look back to second base and the 1-strike pitch. That's a breaking ball over for a called strike, and it's 0-2. So it's Gallegos, the center fielder, leading off. Connor Roth batting second. He's the shortstop. Daniel Journey bats third. He's the catcher. The number 4 hitter is the first baseman, Jacob Knipp. Jordan Holloway plays third base and bats fifth. John DeVore's in left field. He hits sixth. As that ball is hit sharply past the shortstop and into left center field. Gallegos going to be waved around, and the throw will go to second base. It's an RBI single, and the Mustangs are on the board quickly here in the bottom of inning number 1. So I mentioned DeVore batting 6th. Jake Griffith, the pitcher, is 7th. Mitch Robinson bats 8th. He starts at second base. And Dalton Pribble, the right fielder, bats 9th for Ralston Valley. First pitch to Daniel Journey, the catcher, is low for a ball. Weather's just kind of been on and off all day today. Had a lot of bright sunshine in the morning, as that one's over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Clouds started to come in. Got gray around us. Actually had about a 10 or 15 minute lightning delay in the 2 o'clock game. And now we've got some light rain. As that ball is bounced in, that'll go to the backstop, and a wild pitch moves the runner to second base. Runner at second, nobody out. A run in for the Mustangs in the bottom of the first as they have tied Flowing Wells. And that pitch inside and hits Journey, and so he'll go to first base. Now the wind has started to pick up. We got some blowing dust, and we're going to get a timeout from the Flowing Wells dugout. Playing in the bottom of the first, it's 1-1. Now set to get back to play as Jacob Knipp, the first baseman, is in for the Mustangs with 2 aboard. And a ground ball rolled out to short. They go to second for the out, on to first base. And safe at first, the call. So fielder's choice forces the runner at second base. South moves to third, and so the runners are at the corners with one out for Jordan Holloway. Defensively for Flowing Wells, it's Ramirez, Stiltner, and Boggy in the outfield. Sires at third, Villegas the shortstop, Ziegler at second, Gordon at first, and Bracamonte catching Zavala. And a fly ball into left field. Runner's going to tag from third, but I guess left fielder never saw the ball. It was all the way over his head, went to the fence, and now the ball trickles away. And the Mustangs will clear the bases. It'll go as a 2-run triple for Holloway. And then he scores as the ball gets away from the middle infielder on the double cutout there in shallow left field. And it's a 4-1 Mustang lead. First one to John DeVore is low for ball one. And the next pitch low. 2 balls and no strikes. And a fly ball. That's hit out to right center. That one might be trouble. And that's going to go all the way to the fence. All the way with the turnaround. Second, he is into third base. I beg your pardon, that's DeVore with a triple. Flowing Wells with some activity in the bullpen, and that might be it for their starter, Gabe Zavala. Another timeout from the Caballeros dugout. Playing in the bottom of the first inning, it's 4-1 Mustangs. Sure enough, a pitching change for Flowing Wells. The pitcher coming on now is Luis Montano, and he faces Jake Griffith. First pitch was a ball. Infield in for the Caballeros with a runner at third and 1 out. That pitch over the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. That's a breaking ball that's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Now the wide and the 2-1 pitch. That's bounced in. It'll go to the backstop, and that'll get the run in as DeVore scores from third base on the wild pitch. And it's a 5-run first inning for the Mustangs. And the 3-1 pitch. That's a swing and a foul ball, and the count's 3-2. Mitch Robinson, the second baseman, next for Ralston Valley. And a swing, the ball down on the ground, but picked up by Bracamonte, and he taps Griffith for the second out. And now here's Robinson with 2 outs and the base is empty. First one to Robinson, a high strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. (5-1) Ralston Valley as they hit in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-1 pitch. Half swing, and that one a soft liner out to Ziegler, and that will end the inning. But a good first for Ralston Valley as they score 5 times, and after one they lead Flowing Wells 5-1. First pitch to Gabe Zavala over for a strike. Zavala, Ziegler, and Slate scheduled to bat for the Caballeros in the second. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And the 2-strike pitch. And a fly ball into shallow center field. Coming in hard on the run, the center fielder, Jacob Gallegos. And he takes a base hit away from Zavala for out number 1. Jordan Ziegler at the plate for Flowing Wells. And that's over the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1. Foul out of play. That's on the first base side of the count, 0-2. Now the 2-strike pitch. And that's bounced in there, 1-2. One out, base is empty, top of the second inning. Flowing Wells trailing Ralston Valley 5-1. And a line drive that turns into a one-hopper. The throw on to first base is in time. Roth had to just kind of stand there and let that one bounce in front of him. Look to knock it down and then make the throw across the diamond. So 2 away. And the batter is Cameron Slate. First pitch low and away for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul tip for a strike. It's 1-2. I mentioned Flowing Wells won their first pool game earlier this afternoon against Salem out of Oregon. Ralston Valley, this is their only game today. They'll play 2 tomorrow, 1 at 5 and 1 at 8. As that ball's fouled away, still 1-2. That'll be a 5 o'clock first pitch against Salem. And then they'll face Rampart at 8 o'clock. And a swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A 3-up, 3-down second for the Caballeros. And after an inning and a half, they trail Ralston Valley by a score of 5-1. 9-1-2 in the order for the Mustangs in the bottom of the second. And Elton Primble with a swing and a foul ball for a strike. The wind of the 1-strike pitch. That's outside, and it's 1-1. The wind and the 1-1. Bounced in there, 2 balls and a strike. And Montano back to work, the 2-1 pitch. That's over the outside corner, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. And a breaking ball, that's hit on the ground. Out to second, fielded by Ziegler, on to first base. And the leadoff hitter retired at the bottom of the first. Back to the top of the order for the Mustangs, Jacob Gallegos, who doubled and scored in the first, now bats with 1 out and the base is empty. First pitch outside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. And Montano slipped on his way to the plate. At least this looked like his plant foot slipped. And the count goes to 2-0. On Gallegos with 1 out of the base is empty. 5-1 Mustangs. And the pitch. It's high. 3 balls and no strikes. And there's a line drive over the head of the third baseman. Sires into left field. And that's a base hit. Second hit of the game for Gallegos. And he's on at first with 1 out for Connor Roth. Step off and a look to first, but no throw. And now a throw over to first, and the runner dives back. 5-1 our score, bottom of the second inning, Pool C play. Second game for Flowing Wells, the first for Ralston Valley. And that pitch inside, and that one hits Roth. And so he goes to first. Gallegos to second. Two aboard with 1 out. bottom of the second. And the first pitch is outside for ball one to Daniel Journey. Back to second, the throw, and that one nearly went into center field. Villegas, the shortstop, went high to pull that one down. So all the teams will play 3 pool games over 2 days. Some teams playing 2 today, 1 tomorrow. Others 1 today and 2 tomorrow. And then elimination starts on Thursday with the final round on Friday. Championship game slated for 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon over on the other field. There are 2 here at Cherry Field. I think no balls and 2 strikes that count. And that ball hammered down the right field line, but foul. Journey running down the line, motioning that the ball hooked around the foul pole down the right side. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2, that's low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now time called. There's a ground ball hit hard over to the right side of the first baseman. Gordon not able to field it. The ball goes into right field. And a run is in for the Mustangs as Gallegos scores from second base. Roth goes to third on the play. And Journey aboard on an E3. Runners at first and third with 1 out, a run in for the Mustangs. They lead 6-1. Jacob Knipp hit into a fielder's choice and scored in the first inning. Batting with a couple of runners aboard here in the second, and the Mustangs trying to open it up further. That ball hammered to left. They're going to open it up 3 runs more as that one leaves the field. A 3-run home run. A 3-run home run for Jacob Knipp, and it's 9-1. Timeout called again from the Flowing Wells dugout. Playing in the bottom of the second, 9-1. Jordan Holloway in for the Mustangs, facing a new pitcher. And he takes a breaking ball inside for ball 1 from Alfonso Dominguez Cota. Holloway with a 2-run triple back in the first. And that one bounced in, and it goes to the backstop. 9-1 our score in the bottom of the second. And the 2-0 pitch. Near the outside corner, a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. And that's a line drive past the third baseman Sires and down the line into left field. And into second base, just ahead of the throw, Holloway with a double. Now John DeVore, who had a triple and scored in the first. First one over the outside corner, a strike. The 0-1 popped up and out of play on the first base side. That's behind the first base dugout, and the count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Mustangs have scored 4 times in the second to follow up the 5 in the first. Pitch high, and it's 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Just a little bit high with the breaking ball, 2-2. And the 2-2. It's inside and behind the hitter, DeVore. And it's 3-2. And 2 to DeVore with a runner at second. And the pitch. And a fly ball. Over near the line in right field. It's caught. Runner will tag from second and go to third. So DeVore flies out to right field for out number 2. Holloway moves to third base on the play. The batter is Jake Griffith. Pitch to Griffith, blown away for ball 1. All the way with the leadoff third. Dominguez, Cota, into the windup in the pitch. That's outside for a ball, 2-0. 9-1 Ralston Valley, bottom of the second inning. Wind and the 2-0. And a swing and a miss for a strike, 2-1. Griffith struck out swinging in the first. Up there with a count of 2-1. And he takes high for a ball, 3-1. Dominguez Cota. Into the windup again, the 3-1 pitch. And just about got him, but it's inside for ball 4. So Griffith walks and puts runners at first and third with 2 outs for Mitch Robinson. Now runner over at first base for the pitcher as Tyler Carlson runs. Ralston Valley sent 8 to the plate in the first inning. This is the 9th man to bat in the second. And the pitch outside for a ball. Robinson lined out to end the first inning for Ralston Valley. First and third with 2 outs, and that one nearly thrown away at first base, trying to keep Carlson, the courtesy runner, close at first. And a ground ball, just foul outside of third. A ball and a strike on Robinson with 2 aboard and 2 outs. 4 in for the Mustangs in the bottom of the second after they scored 5 in the first. Flowing Wells got a run in the first inning on a solo home run from freshman Alex Gordon. The 1-1. A breaking ball high, 2 balls and a strike. Now the set and the 2-1 pitch. And that's low for a ball, 3-1. The 3-1 near the inside corner, a strike, and that runs the count full. So Carlson will be able to take off from first base with a full count and 2 outs. And here is the 3-2. And that's popped up down the first base line near the fence. But out of play. Turn and a look to first base, but no throw. Trying to keep Carlson close here, knowing that he's going to take off with a pitch to the plate. And the runner goes on 3-2, and it's a fly ball into shallow left. It's the shortstop Villegas that goes out to make the catch, and the inning is over. 9 come to the plate for the Mustangs in the second. They add 4 more, and after 2 innings of play, they lead Flowing Wells 9-1. 8, 9, and 1 in the order for the Caballeros in the third. And the first pitch fouled away by Jose Bracamonte, the catcher for Flowing Wells. Now the 1-strike pitch. And that's on the inside corner, a strike. And it's 0-2. Here's Griffith, the left-hander, with a pitch. And he misses outside for a ball, 1-2. 3 strikeouts in the first 2 innings for Jake Griffith. And he misses inside with the next pitch, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. And that's outside, 3-2. I don't want to miss by a bunch here. You don't want to get kind of too finicky looking for the strike zone with an 8-run lead. Want to go after the hitters, and he does here, and it's a line drive, and it's caught by the second baseman Robinson. So Bracamonte lines out for the first out in the third. And that brings up Nathan Sayers. Sayers, the number 9 hitter, in there to hit from the right side, and he takes the first pitch low for ball 1. This is our third game of coverage today. We've got one more for you a little bit later on tonight. That'll be an 8 o'clock first pitch. As that one's over for a strike, I believe. Oh no, put up a ball, 2-0. And the 2-0 from Griffith. And a fly ball into left field. That's playable out there, and it's caught by DeVore. And that's out number 2. With 2 away in the inning, back to the top of the Flowing Wells lineup. Tyler Stiltner will bat. He hit a fly ball to right field his first time up. Anyway, our 8 o'clock game tonight will feature Arvada West out of Colorado and St. Lawrence out of Illinois. And the pitch to Stiltner over for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. First time through the lineup, Jake Griffith retired 8 of 9 hitters. The only guy I didn't get, gave up a solo home run. And a ground ball to the right side. That's gobbled up there and on to first base. Inside, another 3 down inning. And after 2.5, Flowing Wells trails Ralston Valley 9-1. Now the bottom of the third inning, the Mustangs sent up 9-1-2 in the order. Same spot where they started the second inning. There's a ground ball into the hole at short, and that takes a little hop and goes over the backhand glove of Villegas, and that'll be a base hit. So Preble aboard at first base for Jacob Gallegos. A defensive change for Flowing Wells. Tristan Davis now in at third base. Easy toss to first and the runner back. And the pitch to Gallegos inside for a ball. Gallegos with a double and a run in the first inning, a single and a run in the second. Ralston Valley scored 9 times in the first 2 innings. And they lead 9-1, hitting at the bottom of the third. Now the 1-0. That's high for a ball, 2-0. Runner goes. Pitch on the inside corner, and the throw to second base will be way late. And the runner will go to third. That ball actually goes off the glove of the second baseman, so I think that'll go as a stolen base. And then an E4. Just didn't really appear to be anything wrong with the throw. Either way, though, a runner goes to third base. And the infield comes in for Flowing Wells. And that ball bounced in and blocked by Bracamonte. Caballeros looking to cut off the run at the plate if they can get a ground ball right at an infielder. And the pitch is high for ball 4. And a pinch hitter coming in for the Mustangs. As Peter Carlson will bat for Connor Roth. Runner from first base takes off. The runner at third broke, and then the ball thrown away, and that'll get a run in. So the Caballeros executed the first part of the play pretty well. It goes a stolen base for Gallegos, and then Pribble scores on an E, and Gallegos moves to third base on that same error. A run in for the Mustangs makes it 10-1. And that ball hit well out to left field. It's caught. Runner from third will tag though and score, and it's 11-1. Couple more runs in for Ralston Valley in the third inning. Now 1 out and the base is empty for Daniel Journey. And first pitch to Journey is high for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside corner, and the count is 2-0. 11-1 the score in the bottom of the third. Dominguez Cota with a pitch and a fly ball. That's hit well out to deep right field. And that's a fair ball right up against the fence. And Journey will stop at second base with a double. Bracamonte out to talk to his pitcher as Jacob Knipp will bat for Ralston Valley. Caballeros will get another pitcher loose. They've got somebody headed down to the bullpen now. Jacob Knipp at the plate hit a 3-run home run his last time up. Next one out of play. Now the set and the 1-strike pitch. And a breaking ball, that's hit hard on the ground and into left field. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's late. And now a throw out towards second base off the mark. And Nip is safe at second. He gets an RBI single and then goes to second on the throw toward the plate. And it's 12-1. Now Holloway at the plate. A triple and a double in his 2 at-bats. And he takes the first pitch low for a ball. Time called. No, not time, but a balk is called. And so Nip goes to third base. And the pitch near the outside corner, a strike, 1-1. Flowing Wells got on the board first. A solo home run from Alex Gordon with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Since then, it's been all Ralston Valley. 5 in the first, 4 in the second. They've got 3 so far in the third. And the pitch is high, and it's 2-1. Popped up and out of play on the first base side. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. One run, 1 hit, 4 errors for Flowing Wells. 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Ralston Valley. And the next one low and away, and it's 3-2. Next pitch low, and it's ball 4. All the way to first, and the batter is John DeVore. Cameron Slate, the reliever that's warming up in the Flowing Wells bullpen, as DeVore takes low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That's high, 2-0. Nip at third, Holloway at first. Still only one out of the inning, 3 across for the Mustangs. And a hard hit ground ball. And that's past the shortstop. The ball just kind of took a dive on one of those bounces and slid past Villegas. An RBI base hit for DeVore. Plates run number 4 in the inning and number 13 in the game for the Mustangs. Now the batter, Jake Griffith. First pitch low for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch low. 2 balls, no strikes. Flowing Wells won their pool game earlier today. It was about 11-7 maybe. The final score in that one as they beat Salem Academy out of Oregon. And there's a ball down the left field line, but well foul. Flowing Wells will finish up their pool play tomorrow night at 5 as they will face Rampart out of Colorado. And for Ralston Valley, they'll face Salem Academy at 5 and Rampart at 8 tomorrow night. And the 2-1 pitch. That's high. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the set and the 3-1. And that's high for ball 4. So the base is loaded for the Mustangs in the third. And time called from the Flowing Wells dugout. Playing in the bottom of the third. 13-1 Mustangs. Cameron Slott on to pitch in the third. Trying to find the final couple of outs here for Flowing Wells. I guess the first one to Robinson over for a strike. Base is loaded with 1 out. The 1-strike pitch. That's bounced in and it's 1-1. Slot to the wide, the 1-1 pitch. Missed outside, 2 balls and a strike. And now the 2-1. That's bounced in 3-1 and nowhere to put Robinson with the bases full. That's high for ball 4. Another run in. Now 5 in the third, and it's 14-1. And the Mustangs Bat around here in the third inning. Pribble led off the inning, and now he's back at the plate as he takes a strike. The 0-1. That's outside and off the glove. The runner's not going to move from third base. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Slot with a 1-2. Well, that one's over the head of the hitter. Pribble, it goes to the backstop, and it's 2-2. That one bounced in there, 3-2. And with the bases loaded, a 3-2 pitch on the way. And it's high for ball 4. Another bases loaded walk, another run is in. Now 15-1. And the first pitch to Jacob Gallegos high for ball 1. Outside 2-0. Well, the air's been let out of this one. The crowd quiet. That's 3-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. Seven straight have reached base, 3 hits and 4 walks. And on 3-0, a fly ball to right field. And that's caught. Runner will tag from third and score. So Gallegos with a sacrifice fly to right field for the second out. Now 7 have come across in the inning. And it's 16-1 in favor of the Mustangs. And Carlson fouls the first one out of play. And the 0-1, that's off the foot and a foul ball, and it's 0-2. Robinson at third, Pribble at first with 2 outs in the inning. Mustangs have scored 7 times here in the third. The 0-2. That's bounced in. Runner from first will take off and go to second as that ball goes to the backstop. The set of the 1-2, and that's popped up down the right field line. And a diving try, and that's a fair ball. And a couple of more runs in as Carlson gets credit for a 2-run single. It was a great effort, though, by the second baseman, Ziegler. He laid out for it. Could not come up with it, and it was right on the line, but a fair ball. Nine runs in the inning for the Mustangs. They're up 18-1, and that pitch will go to the backstop. And Carlson will go to second on a wild pitch. Daniel Journey, the catcher, at the plate for Ralston Valley. And the pitch high for a ball, 2-0. Still in the bottom of the third. The 2-0. That's outside, 3-0. And that's high, and it's ball 4. Another Flowing Wells timeout, and a pitching change coming up, playing in the bottom of the third, 18-1. Tristan Davis on a pitch for the Caballeros in the third, and his first pitch goes to the backstop. And the runners move up a base each as he faces Jacob Knipp. I mentioned Flowing Wells with a win earlier today in pool play. They had a couple of close ball games, their last 2 anyway. As that pitch is over for a called strike. Back on the 18th, a loss to Post and Butte, 8-6, and then a loss on the road at Maricopa, 10-6 on the 19th. And the next pitch is high, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 6 walks in the inning given up by Caballeros pitchers. 7 in the ball game, plus a couple of hit batters. The 3-1, and that's bounced in. And you know, we all know that if you can get it somewhere close, pitcher or the plate umpire is going to help out a little bit now with the score as lopsided as it is. But you know, anything that bounces is going to have a hard time calling that a strike, and if it goes to the backstop, going to have a hard time to call that as well. As Holloway is into bat, that pitch is high for ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 9 runs in the inning for Ralston Valley, and they lead 18-1. pitch near the outside corner, a strike, 1-1. And now both sides, wherever you're at on an 18-1 ball game, both sides just want to get through 4.5 innings. The 1-1. And a fly ball to center field should end the inning. And that's caught. And the inning is over. 15 come to the plate for Ralston Valley in the third. 9 score. And after 3 innings of play, it's 18-1. A couple of changes to tell you about as we begin the top of the 4th inning. So the first pitch is over for a strike. A pinch hitter for Flowing Wells, Connor Vanderkolk, is in to hit, and Ryan Greaser takes over on the mound for Ralston Valley. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Pitch is high and outside. It's 1-2. And then one bounced in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Jake Griffith starts for Ralston Valley, goes 3 innings, allows just 1 hit. It was a home run, so 1 run that was earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. He faced just 10 hitters. 1 past the minimum in his 3 innings of work. That pitch high, and it's 3-2. And the 3-2 hit on the ground to the right side. That's scooped up and on to first base in time. One away in the top of the 4th, and the batter Alex Gordon. And the first one of Gordon misses for a ball. And there's a line drive caught by the third baseman. And there's 2 away. I think that's Reed Hutchin in at third base. It sounded as though Ralston Valley had made some changes, but I think I heard the umpire say we're not going to worry about reporting him at this point because of the score in the ball game. Gavin Shack is now in catching. We can see that one. We can see his number 8. And now they count 1-1. Tyler Carlson in at first base. Caleb Squire in at second. And a ground ball to short, fielded, and on to first base. And that's in time. 3 up, 3 down, 4th inning for Flowing Wells. After 3.5, it's still 18-1. Well, that's going to do it, I guess. Flowing Wells is not going to come out to play the bottom of the 4th inning. And we go final after 3.5. And the final score then is 18-1. For Flowing Wells, 1 run, 1 hit, 4 errors, and no runners left on. And for Ralston Valley, 18 runs on 12 base hits, no errors, and they leave 5 runners on base. Flowing Wells falls to 1-11 on the season, 1-1 in Pool C play, and Ralston Valley wins their 3rd game overall in the season, and they go to 1-0 in pool play. Flowing Wells back at it tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And they will play Rampart at 5, and then Ralston Valley 5 o'clock against Salem Academy, 8 o'clock against Rampart. And so that will do it. Again, our final score, Ralston Valley 18 and Flowing Wells 1. From Cherry Field in Tucson, Arizona, Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long, and we'll talk to you again soon.